I didn't think about TV when I initiated either Kipper or Wibbly Pig. Kipper was a kind of slow burner. He built his reputation, if you like, over a number of years, and I slowly began getting inquiries from animation companies. And Wibbly Pig simply came into being because my publisher asked me for a series of board books. And originally that was going to be Kipper, but I thought pretty soon that a little pink pig would make a much better baby and toddler substitute than a little dog, so Wibbly was born. We're wearing out the naughty step. That really came into being because I think kids are fascinated by the idea of naughtiness, particularly other children's naughtiness, and they very quickly find it funny. So it's a pretty rich vein, really. And I wanted to subvert the idea of the child being told off by having the mum, who in this case is a single mum, end up on the naughty step herself, which again kids find hilarious. The most exciting moment in my career was seeing piles of The Blue Balloon in the bookshops. Before that, typical with a lot of other authors, you'd go into a bookshop and you'd hunt for your book, and as a fledgling author you may find one poor spine looking out at you. But when it got to The Blue Balloon, as I say, there were piles on the gondolas in the middle of the store, and that was really, really exciting. I like to play around with formats, play around with ideas, so I might write in the present tense, I might write in verse, might write in the third person past tense. But I also like to play with the format of the book. So in some books, for instance, I'll play physically with the book. There's one book, Bear, for example, where there's just a single pop-up in the book, which is the finger of the serious man with the serious hat, whom we suppose has come to take away the bear that has fallen apropos of nothing into the story. And the story revolves around the boy's attempt to keep the bear, and at the end of the story, the man that we suppose has come to take away the bear asks us to make the decision as to whether the boy can keep the bear. So that's one way of messing around with the format. With This Is My Book, the words become an actual part of the illustration. And the naughty snapdragon in the story makes a kind of poo joke by biting off a part of a word, making it into a rude word. And the story revolves around the attempts by the book mouse and his friends to bring the story, which is the words themselves, back on track. So it's quite nice to kind of subvert the conventions of normal storytelling and get outside the proscenium arch, as it were, of the stage and engage the audience directly, for example. So it's fun, it's just fun to play, really. I describe what I do as playing with ideas and essentially entertaining the child in me, I suppose.